Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday morning. We're going to do a little yoga to maybe calm down your mind. Maybe you're a little stressed out this week. It's a lot going on. So let's do some yoga. Take some time just to really focus on yourself. And we'll get started with our breathing. So you are going to cross your fingers and place them underneath your chin. Your thumbs are touching your throat and your pinkies are facing out. As you breathe in, your elbows go all the way up to the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, your head looks up and your elbows come forward to touch. Let's try it. Ready? Big deep breath in. And let it out. Again, deep breath in. And let it out. Again, deep breath in. Elbows go up to the ceiling. And breathe out. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep counting like that. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Last time. Breathe in. Elbows come up. And breathe out. Good. Bring those arms down. Shake them out a little bit. We're going to do it again. Lock those fingers underneath your chin. And breathe in. Send those elbows up to the ceiling. And as you breathe out, you look up and elbows come forward to touch. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Breathe in. And out. Look up to the ceiling. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Last time, breathe in, elbows come up. And let it out. Excellent. Wow, I just remembered. Set my watch because I completely forgot to do it on Monday. Just completely forgot the whole thing. So that's okay. All right, we're going to start out with our seated half moon pose. So you're going to take your left hand, grab the chair, right hand comes up and over your head. Big stretch, make sure you're really planting that hip down so you get that good side stretch all along the side of your body. And switch. Right hand grabs the chair, left hand comes up and over, and we get a nice side stretch all the way along the left side of our body. Good, switch, come up nice and tall. We're gonna do it again. You're gonna take your right hand all the way up and over your head. Once you're here, plant your right hip down and then slide your left shoulder forward so you're facing completely straight up. Good, sit up nice and tall. Grab the other side of your chair, left hand comes up and over your head. Big reach, and then that right shoulder can slide forward. And sit up nice and tall. We are going to move on to our seated spine twist. So you're going to take your left leg, cross it over your right. Right hand grabs the knee. Left hand grabs the back of the chair. And you're going to twist over to the left. Making sure your back is nice and tall. And that your head follows where your chest is pointing. So if your chest is pointing over to the right or over to the left, then your head should follow. Good, untwist, uncross your legs. Now you're going to take your left leg or your right leg, cross it over your left. You're going to take your left hand, grab your knee. Right hand grabs the back of the chair, and you're going to twist over to the right, keeping that back nice and tall. Good. Untwist, uncross your legs, and we're going to do that all again. So you're going to take your left leg, cross it over your right. Your right hand is going to grab the knee. Left hand is going to grab the chair, and we're going to twist over to the left. Making sure that supporting foot is not too far forward or too far back or over to the side. You get the gist. You want your knee and ankle to be in one line. Let's try something while we're still in this pose. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, try to twist a little bit further, even just a little centimeter over to the left. So everybody, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, twist a little bit. And release. Untwist your back, or untwist your top. Nice and slow. Uncross those legs. So we can do the other side. Take your right leg, cross it over your left. Left hand grabs the knee. Right hand grabs the back of the chair. And we're going to twist all the way over to the right. Again, you're going to take a big deep breath in through your nose, and as you let it out, we're going to twist just a little bit further to the right. So let's do that together. Everybody, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, twist just a little bit further. See if you can see something new back there. And release. Good. Just the top half, nice and slow. Then uncross your legs. Now we can move on to our seated leg extension. So I'm going to scoot a little bit forward in my chair. We're going to do right foot out, heel down, toes up to the ceiling. Two hands, one on top of the other. You're going to go down and reach for your toes. If you can't touch your toes, you're touching your thigh. If you can go further, touch your knee. If you can go further and still your leg is straight, touch your shin. You just want to go until your knee starts to bend a little bit, and then that's where you should stop. Good. Sit up. Bring that leg in. We're doing the other leg. So left leg goes out. Again, heel is on the ground, toes pointing up to the ceiling. Two hands, and you go down. Reach for your toes. Good. Sit up. We're going to do that one again. We always get a second chance because at this point, you're going to be a little bit more flexible. You just did this on this side, so your muscles are used to it. So on the second chance, this is where you're going to go a little bit further than you did last time, and that's how you're going to make some progress with your stretching. So let's get our right heel down, toes up to the ceiling, two hands, one on top of the other. Go down, reach for those toes, and see if you can reach just a little bit farther than you were last time. It should be a little bit easier. You're a little bit more warmed up at this point. And now we're in the pose, and we're just going to hold it. Good. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to do the other leg. So left heel down to the ground, toes up to the ceiling. Two hands, one on top of the other. Reach for those toes. Good. Sit up, bring that foot in, and we are going to go on to our first forward fold with our legs open. So open your legs on either side of the chair. You can kind of scoot back a little bit. Okay, it doesn't have to be wide, just as comfortable as you are, as long as you're getting your legs open. Your arms are going to go all the way up to the ceiling. And then with a nice flat back, you're going to dive down and you're going to reach for your ankles. Again, if you can't reach for your ankles, then you're going to reach for your knees or your shins, you know, wherever it feels comfortable for you. Then once I'm down here, I like to use my elbows to make sure that my legs don't want to cave in, because that's not what we want. That's not going to give us our good stretch. So you want to make sure your elbows are kind of there so you can use your arm strength to keep them from caving in. All right, and then we're going to look down at the ground. Good. Come up. Arms come up with you. They come up all the way over your head. And then dive down again. Flat back, reaching down for those toes. And then you look down at the ground. Beautiful. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your legs together. And we are going to go for our seated pigeon. So let's bring your right foot up to your left knee. Okay, left leg is strong supporting leg. So it's right underneath the knee, not back here. Making sure it's nice and supported. Then you're going to reach for the front legs of your chair and you're going to pull yourself forward. The goal is to be completely folded in half, so your chest touching your leg. That is not the case for you today. I can't do it. If you can do it, that's great. But you want to keep your back flat and use your arms to pull you until you feel a stretch all the way on the bottom side of your leg. And then we're going to look down at the ground. Good. Sit up. Bring that one down. You're going to reach for your left ankle. Bring it up to the right knee. Same thing. Reach for the front of your chair and pull yourself closer to the ground, closer to your leg. Then you're going to look down at the ground and hold it. Good. Sit up. Put that leg down. We're going to do it again. So reach for your right ankle. Bring it up to your left knee. Grab for the front of your chair. Use that arm strength to kind of pull you down and hold you in that spot. Good. Sit up. Bring that one down. Reach for your left ankle. Bring it up to your right knee. We're going to reach for the front of our chair and pull yourself closer to your leg. Hold it there and then angle your gaze down at the floor. And we're going to sit up. That one comes down, and we're going into our warrior series with our seated triangle. So we're going to start, scoot over to the left side of your chair. You're going to put your left foot out and your right leg is going to be bent on an angle. Your left leg is out straight to the side of your chair. Bring your hands to heart center. And then they're going to come straight up over your head on either side of your head for warrior one. Then we're going to drop the arms so that they're parallel with the floor. And then we're going to look off towards our right hand and hold it for warrior two. Bring your hands back to heart center. You're going to take your elbow to your bent knee. Then your left hand's going to go up into the air and we're going to look up at it. Now, if you want, instead of keeping your hand at heart center, you can bring it down in front of your leg so that it goes right along your bent leg and that your fingers are pointing to the ground. So instead of being at heart center, you're just going to shift it so that your fingers are pointing down, your right hand is pointing down, and your left hand is pointing up to the ceiling. And then we'll hold it here. Good. Bring your hands back to heart center. Sit up nice and tall, and we're going to go to the other side. Over to the right side of your chair. Right leg is out to the side, nice and straight. Left leg is bent and on an angle. Hands come to heart center. And we're going to bring them straight up on either side of our head, straight up into the air for warrior one. Then you are going to drop those arms down parallel with the floor and look off to the left for warrior two. Hands come to heart center. Your elbow goes down to your bent knee. Right hand goes up into the air, and we're going to look up at it. Now, for a little bit more of a challenge, you're going to take that hand that's at heart center right now, and you're going to straighten it down so that your fingers are facing the floor. So your left hand is facing down towards the floor. Your right hand is up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to look up at your hand. Good. Bring those hands back to heart center. Bring your leg in, and we're doing it all one more time. So scooch over to the left side of your chair. Left leg is out to the side, nice and long. Right leg is bent on an angle. Bring your hands to heart center, and then straight up into the air for warrior one. Good. Now you're going to drop those arms down, parallel with the floor. Look off to your right. Hands come to heart center. Elbow goes down to your bent knee. Your left hand goes up into the air, And we hold it. A little bit more of a challenge. Straighten your bottom arm, so straighten the arm that's in heart center so that your fingers are facing the floor and your palms are facing me. So your palms should be facing wherever you're watching me. Right hand, left hand is up towards the ceiling, right hand is pointing down to the ground, and then we'll look up at it and hold it. Beautiful. Hands come back to heart center, and we're going to switch over to the other side. So your right leg is straight out to the right side of the chair. Your left leg is bent on an angle. Hands come to heart center. Then they come straight up into the air for warrior one. Good. Drop those arms down, parallel with the floor, and look over to your left for warrior two. Hands come to heart center. Legs don't move. Elbow goes to your bent knee, and then your left hand or your right hand goes straight up into the air. And we're going to look up at it. A little bit more of a challenge. Straighten that arm just like last time, so your hands are all the way down. They should be straight up and down. And then we're going to look up at your right hand. Good. Bring those hands back to heart center. And we're going to do our revolved chair pose. So feet are on the ground. Their feet are touching, knees are touching. Hands come to heart center. You're going to bring your elbow, your left elbow, over to your right knee. Or if you want more of a challenge, you're going to tuck your left elbow on the side of your right leg. And then you're going to look all the way over to your right. Good. Keep those hands at heart center, but come back to forward or come back to straight. And you're going to take your right elbow and you're either going to touch your left knee or take it a step further and tuck it on the side of your right knee. And then you're going to look all the way over to your right. Good, back to center. We're going to go straight into it, so never take those hands from your heart center. Take your left elbow and touch it to your right knee. Or tuck it on the side of your right leg and look over to your right. Come back to the center. Now your right elbow is going to go to your left knee or on the side of your left leg, and you're going to twist all the way over to your left. Come back to center. Take this time, grab a drink, take a little breather. We're going to start our standing series. As always, if standing is not going to happen for you today, you can do downward dog from a seated position. You'll just need another chair in front of you so you can rest your arms on top of it, and then you can still get the stretch that way. All right, I'm going to grab a drink and then turn my chair. All right, we're going to do our downward dog. So you are going to stand in front of your chair. You're going to reach for the part of the chair that you were just sitting on. You're going to walk your feet back a few steps just until you feel a stretch up the back of your leg. Feet are shoulder width apart, so they're not touching. They're a little bit separated. Last thing you're going to do is you really want to push back on your arms and send your bottom up into the air. Then you want to take your ears and put them by your elbows so that your arms, head, and back are all in one straight line. Once you're in the position, we're just going to hold it. We're here, and we hold it. Good. Slowly walk back towards your chair. Stand up nice and tall. We're going to do it one more time. So reach for the part of your chair that you were just sitting on. Walk those feet back. Feet shoulder width apart. Push with your arms. Send your bottom into the air. Then put your ears by your elbows. And we hold it. Good. Oh my gosh, my voice just cracked so bad. Good. Stand up, walk back towards your chair. Wow. All right, I'm going to hit you. That was a bad one. All right, I'm going to get a little cheat sheet. We're doing our tree pose. So you're going to come over to the left side of the chair. Hold on to the chair. Your left foot is going to point down to the ground. Then turn that knee out and slide the bottom of your shoe up to the other leg. Now, if you want to try balancing a little more, try to bring it up to your calf. Remember, we're not going to put it on our knee. That's going to push out on our knee, and we don't want to do that. So I'm going to put it down on my calf here. Bring one hand to heart center. Bring your other hand to heart center. And see if you can just balance here. Never be afraid to reach your hand back down until you can get the balance. If balancing here is pretty easy, fully extend your arms open and up. And we'll hold it in your fully extended tree. Good. Hands come to heart center, and we're going to switch to the other side. Toes pointed down, now your right side. Turn that knee out. Slide the bottom of your shoe up to your other leg. So I'm going to bring this one up to my calf this time. One hand comes to heart center. Now the other. Find the balance here. If you can balance here, Then you're going to fully extend that tree. Open your arms up, reach them up to the sky, and we'll hold it here. Good. Hands come back to heart center, and we'll switch back to the other side. Left toes point down to the ground. Turn the knee out, slide it up. Where are you going to put your foot today? Hand comes to heart center. Then the other comes to meet it. If you can balance here just fine, then you're going to fully extend that tree. Arms go out to the sides, and we'll hold it. Good. Bring those hands back to heart center. Switch it around. Point your right toes onto the ground. Turn that knee out. Slide your foot up. Figure out where it's going to go. It could always be touching the ground or kind of just resting on your foot, if that's going to help you get the best balance. Wherever you're at today, it's going to be different each week. Bring your hands to heart center. And if you're feeling confident, fully extend your tree. Bring those hands back to heart center, and then we're going to have a seat. Our standing poses are done. We're going to do a little cat-cow. So for cow, for both of them, your feet are flat on the floor. Feet are touching, so toes touch, heels touch, knees touch. You're going to reach, you're going to hold on to your knees so that you can open up your chest, look up to the ceiling for cow, and then tuck your chin and curl those shoulders up for cat. So you're tucked in. Good. We're just going to do this a few times. Just looking up to the ceiling, opening your chest for cow, and then tucking it all in for cat. Now let's work on the breathing. You breathe in for cow. And breathe out for cat. Now I want you to take these two poses at your own pace. So just opening up and breathing in, closing up and breathing out. Okay? Just take it at your own pace. All right. Hopefully that was okay doing that at your own pace. I think now that we kind of know how to do it, you can see what feels right for you with some of those just purely stretching poses. That's good for your back and your chest. You're opening it up. So that one, we're going to see if we can keep doing that one at our own pace. And then next we're going to do our seated wind removing. So I like to scooch a little bit forward on my chair so that I can lean back without resting on the back of my chair. You're going to lock those fingers just like we did for our breathing in the beginning, our pranayama breathing. You're going to reach below the right knee, not on the knee, but below it. Pick it up and give it a nice tight hug. Elbows are in, they're not out to the side, they're nice and close to your body. And you want to hug your legs so tight that the top of your leg and your stomach and chest are all touching. Good, that one's going to come down. Then we're going to do our left leg. So again, fix that grip, interlock those fingers, reach below your left knee, pick it up, give it a tight hug so that your top of your leg are touching your stomach and your chest. And then we're going to hold it. Good. We're going to do that whole thing again, starting with your right leg. So interlock those fingers, reach below your knee, pick it up, give it a nice hug, super tight hug. Make sure that those elbows are in, and we'll hold it. Good. Put that leg down. Fix your grip. Reach for your below your left knee and give it a nice tight hug. Excellent. Put that leg down. We are going to go for our camel pose. So again, 2 feet flat on the ground. This time you're going to put them a little far forward. I'm always saying your knees and your feet should be in one line. But for this one, we're going to move them out a little bit so that when we do stretch our chest forward, they become knees and ankles in line with each other. So I'm going to reach for like the back of my chair here. Wherever you're sitting, find somewhere good to reach behind you. Get those feet in position. Now you're really going to open up your chest, stretch your chest open. Then you're going to look up at the ceiling. See if you can see the wall behind you. Ready? Go. Good. Slowly look forward. It can be a little disorienting if you looked really far behind you. So bring your hands forward. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Another time. In through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, we've got one more chance for our camel pose. You're going to reach behind you. Grab onto the back of your chair. Remember, put those feet slightly out in front of you. Open your chest and see how far you can look up or go all the way back. Good. Slowly look back forward. Bring your hands, sit normally in the chair. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time after that one. In through your nose, out through your mouth. If you're looking all the way at the wall behind you, that can be make you a little dizzy. So I like to come out of that one really slow, really calm, nothing too fast. All right, our last pose today is going to be our forward fold with your legs closed. So keep those feet flat on the ground, heels touch, toes touch, knees touch. Arms come all the way up over your head Then you're going to dive down forward and you're going to tuck your chin to your chest and curl into a little ball. If you can, hold the backs of your ankles. So instead of being in the front, you're going to be in the back, and then tuck your chin. Good. Arms come all the way up over your head again. And all the way down. Grab for your ankles, tuck your chin. Good. Arms come all the way up over your head. They touch at the top and bring them down through to your heart center. Excellent work today. We're going to end with our Savasana. If you would like to lay down, you could do so. If not, I'm going to stay in my chair. Get in a comfy position. Rest your hands on the tops of your legs and then flip them if you can so that the palms of your hands are facing up towards the ceiling. What I really want you to do in Savasana is just focus on your breathing. So you count, breathe in for 4 and out for 4. Close your eyes and just focus on your breath. I'm going to slowly start to open my eyes. You can slowly open yours, or you can keep them closed. Let's see, how many calories did we burn today? So I started recording at, I've got 45 minutes. We burned 121 calories. And we also got an amazing stretch in. So I hope you guys had a great yoga this morning. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow for shadow boxing. Bye.